Hi, I'm Claire.
And I'm Heather.
And we are
Masterpiece Astrology.
We're here with your forecast this week for Sunday, November 5th through Saturday, November 11th. This is a week of a lot of emotional intensity, so I think we're just going to get started right away.
We're going to talk a lot about sex. I hope you're okay with that.
Yeah,
and I also would like to point out my Simon and Garfunkel shirt. It's brand new, and I love Simon and Garfunkel so much. So, anyways.
There's nothing not to like about Simon. Nothing not to love about him, sorry.
Exactly.
Okay, so
Sunday.
It's a bit of a restless night, I think, going into Monday morning. It could be a little bit of insomnia, just restlessness, because overnight, some thinking aspects going on.
Yes, a lot of thinking, could be worrying, keeping you up, tossing and turning. Or
mental activity.
Just mental activity.
Don't you think about like relationships and people, because it's Sagittarius and Gemini?
That's usually what keeps people up at night. Or you know, how, you know, the whole
so
movie theater in your brain likes to play back every wrong thing you've done for the last 10 years and you freak out about that all night long. Just,
Might make Monday morning a little bit rough if you're a bit insomniac, so just saying.
You won't be able to press pause on that.
Yeah, sorry, you're going to be stuck with that one. We're going to find on Monday, the moon is going to activate a bit of action with Saturn and Chiron. Those are two planets that represent our sense of limits and also our personal wound. So I think on Monday, I think we might be feeling a little bit judgmental, perhaps.
Or you could be projecting other people being judgmental of you. It's just basically in that realm of judgments, whether you're being judgmental or somebody else feeling they're being harsh on you. It's also, you know, being philosophical and maybe overanalyzing and overthinking things.
Yeah, philosophy's coming from Saturn. That's Saturn in Sagittarius, and then the moon's in Gemini. And the moon is just our daily mental thinking, and it's just the daily thoughts. And the two of those come together in an opposition. We tend to kind of think a lot more about our personal philosophy, and feel even kind of limited about it. And then Chiron forms a hard angle to this opposition, and Chiron, again, representing our Achilles heel.
Yeah.
And so that's why you might feel a little bit, I think just paying attention to how you judge yourself and judge others on Monday will come in handy.
And then Tuesday is feeling the feels.
Oh yeah, Tuesday and Wednesday together
we'll be feeling the feels.
Because after Gemini's Cancer, the moon moves into Cancer, and the moon immediately starts forming all kinds of angles to Pluto and Capricorn, and then Uranus and Aries. So we're going to have some deep feelings.
Well, and then Venus is moving from Libra into Scorpio.
The same day that the moon goes into Cancer, that's right.
So it's going to add a little bit more intensity.
Yeah.
And we'll talk a little bit more about Venus and Scorpio. Venus and Scorpio is very sexual, a very sensual placement for Venus. It's also it has a lot of emotional agendas, and it's a little controlling. Any kind of Scorpio energy, no matter what planet is holding that energy, is controlling. So we're feeling now from all this nice, you know, airy Libra, all this stuff moving into Scorpio, creating a nice little bowl of intensity. And
to say the least, we go from air, which is kind of light and breezy, a little flaky, a little superficial, right into Scorpio, water. And also, Scorpio is a fixed sign.
It is a fixed sign, so it's stubborn.
It gets very fixed, right?
And it likes its own. It likes to do its own thing, its own way.
And its own way, in the case of Scorpio, is emotional intensity, emotional manipulation, and Scorpios can't help it.
They just can't help it.
Scorpio, any planet in Scorpio can't help it. There's just an innate emotional, I want to say intelligence, because it is intelligent at its highest frequency, but generally manipulation, okay?
Yes.
So Venus moves into Scorpio Tuesday, the moon moves into Cancer on Tuesday. Those two lights in the sky are going to bring up some emotions on Tuesday and Wednesday.
Yes.
So we are feeling the feels indeed.
Yes, so if you are a single person, chocolate is important.
I think so.
Life.
I think that's going to come into play more Wednesday than Tuesday. I think on Tuesday,
Wednesday.
we got Moon. Okay, so we already talked. Moon goes into Cancer, Venus goes into Scorpio, and then we have Moon forming a nice friendly relationship with Jupiter in Scorpio on Tuesday afternoon. So it's going to feel nice. I think the problem with Tuesday, it's kind of going to go up and down. It's going to feel nice in the afternoon. But then in the evening, Moon squares Mars, so that's always like emotional eating.
Yeah, that's why chocolate. It's okay if you eat a pint of ice cream.
It is okay.
Right. Just don't judge yourself.
But since Scorpio's in the mix,
or if you have a boyfriend or a girlfriend,
we're just saying comfort
just
sex is another option. Okay, so that's going to come into play on Wednesday, because Wednesday the feelings are going to be a little more. Potentially hurt, I think. So we got Moon opposite Pluto first thing in the morning.
Day.
You're gonna wake up.
Yeah. You're gonna be moody. You're gonna be brooding.
We're just gonna tell you, and you're gonna roll out of bed on Wednesday morning, and it's just not gonna. It's gonna be the wrong side of the bed.
Yeah.
Okay. You're not gonna be able to help it.
Yeah.
And then we see just some kind of moodiness in the morning, and just irritating moodiness throughout the day.
But it could be a sexy evening, even if you are moody. You can have some really nice, wonderful.
We're gonna again say comfort sex. I think Wednesday night is
cuddling.
And if that's not an option, a pint of the chocolate peanut butter Haagen-Dazs ice cream.
Yeah,
that's how it's gonna be. An old episode of Star Trek or something like that.
Star Trek is very Scorpio, or you can watch a Gilmore Girls like me.
Yeah, there's nothing wrong. Either way. So Wednesday. Yes. So and then that's okay. So then on Thursday, to keep this theme of emotional intensity going, Thursday is a day of a lot of potential drama, because the moon winds up its 2.5 days in Cancer, and at the end of Cancer, the moon's going to
go into Leo, and it's going to form a square, which is really great. This is when things really heat up. This is called heating up. The world,
steam,
magnifying. So we've already had a lot of scandals going on. There's going to be a lot more sex scandals and a lot more things coming up.
I think we can really, and it's
but
going to be
we can expect Thursday and Friday in our own lives, and maybe even in the media, things to really be sparking and drama.
Yeah, Tuesday and Wednesday are
whips and chains and handcuffs and chasing around people around the desk and whatever.
We were just talking about how that was like a theme you used to see in Three's Company or just Benny Hill. These ridiculous images of just this frenzied kind of emotion that goes nowhere, and it's kind of funny but kind of not.
So Thursday is going to be sexy, dramatic, fun. It's a good date night.
Yep.
And when you have this kind of energy, Leo is also fixed, and it's a fire sign mixed with sexy Scorpio. It's a very dynamic mix. There is no halfway about it, so just know that.
There is no, because Leo is Leo is pride. Leo is the heart, and Leos do things from the heart, all about themselves, and they have a really strong sense of pride.
And they are very fun and humorous.
They're fun and humorous. When the Moon in Leo forms a hard angle to all this Scorpio energy, when Scorpio is really emotionally intense and has its own emotional agenda, and that when it comes into that pride, there's just gonna be a lot of sparks. And I think it's safe to say that on Thursday night you're gonna have fun.
Yeah.
Or you're not going to have fun. Either way, it's a good night. I would say it's a good night to go out, because Scorpio and Leo, they don't do things halfway.
No, they're not halfwayers.
So that's something to think about on Thursday.
And going into Friday, we still have Moon in Leo. The aspects going on Friday are some pride and stubbornness and battle of wills could pop up, along with everything that we talked about on Thursday. It will still be fun, but you could find, some pride getting in the way. And
it's not as, Friday's not as sexy or romantically juicy, I think, as Thursday.
There's not a lot of juiciness
Friday is feeling more again, we have pride and emotional intensity kind of button heads, and it's an important day not to let your fear. Scorpio knows a lot about fear. And the sun's in Scorpio. It's squaring the moon in Leo, and moon in Leo knows how noble we are and how much pride we have in ourselves. That's about things that we really are proud of, not false pride. So Scorpio can really cause we can have some hurt feelings, often coming from someone else. And so, I think it's important not to be afraid to stick up for yourself.
Yeah.
Stick up for who you are, even if there's something you're afraid of. Just pick your battle wisely.
And it is Friday, so hopefully you're done with your work week and you have survived yet another week.
Another week of Scorpio. And I think, not to interrupt you, but the Scorpio, we were talking a lot about Scorpio and the secrets. We have Sun, Jupiter, and Venus in Scorpio, and Scorpio likes to dig beneath and find out what's going on. And since we last spoke with you, there's been a lot of digging up of secrets. I think in the last, I wrote just down a few things. Jupiter makes it big, but in the last week since we talked to you, we've had the government has released almost everything about the Kennedy assassination. Those are secrets that have been deep for a long time. We've had the Kevin Spacey sex scandal come out.
Kevin Spacey is now the gay version of Harvey Weinstein, and so now all these guys are coming out with their
their trauma.
Their traumas. So I actually think this is a really great time in the world to have these conversations. So
it is good.
I'm actually enjoying. It. I'm just glad.
And I'm glad too. I'm just really interested to see how many, again, secrets are kind of coming up collectively.
What else is going to happen?
We had the unsealing of these indictments, and unsealing of an indictment and the Mueller investigation of the Russia probe. That is a big Scorpio to unveil a secret. And then, like Papadopoulos is another secret in just the last 2 days. So I guess we want to see what other kind of secrets come out.
I know, and then Saturday to wrap up our week. It's very since it was such an active week, moody, emotional, and drama, and Saturday is a little bit more relaxed and lazy.
There's some really good lazy energy going on.
It's not really overly ambitious, but you'll be able to do some tasks around the house, cleaning and whatnot. But
Moon's in Virgo, so that's gonna go for daily tasks.
Task oriented.
But underneath, there's like lazy energy. So
you just kind of want to stay in your pajamas and watch Netflix. You can still clean your house in your pajamas while you're watching Netflix.
Yes,
it's okay.
there's lazy energy, and it's also a good day to get a few light tasks done.
Yeah.
So I think we covered our Scorpio bases.
Yeah. I'm really enjoying the energy myself.
It's been different, Jupiter and Scorpio has been feeling good.
It has. Yeah. So, thank you anyways thanks for
watching. Have a great week, and if you like what you see, don't hesitate to leave a comment. Say you like us, subscribe to our channel.
Yes, and we'll see you next week.
Yeah. Bye.
Bye.